True beauty isn't about hair color.
Yeah, that too, Marge.
But be honest, when I say beautiful woman, what pops into your head?
Avatar, the Smurfs, and I forgot what that's called.
I do have a type.
I love this episode. It just goes to show you that looks and everything, even though they kind of do. It's hard to explain it. But that's not the point of this video right now. Excuse me, I just burped.
Virtually anything a woman does is empowering.
Sure.
That's a blue. Nice.
Oh, hello, young man. Where's your father?
He's dying in a retirement home.
That's horrible. So speaking of deaths and whatnot, this is supposed to be like a Valentine's episode. It just reminds me of how, you know, like, we should not... How would I explain this? Take our loved ones for granted and cherishing them for, well, as long as we possibly are able to. So I wanted to share something really touching after I was watching an episode of The Simpsons because of how Homer and Marge actually have their bad connections with each other, but they still love each other regardless. This is a picture of my great-grandmother. I don't remember her name, unfortunately, because I was really young before she passed away. I think I was 7, when my mom told me she passed away. And this is supposed to be, I think, my great-grandfather. I don't remember. He's supposed to be my other great-grandfather because I do have a biological grandfather named Bill, of course. I even have my grandfather on Facebook, and I miss him to the heavens, honestly. And my grandmother that actually moved here from Tucson because of her, sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional here, of her short-term memory loss. My mom and I, well, at least I think she may have dementia because she actually is forgetting, like, I'm thinking, like me and my older brother, to his name at times, and her memory isn't as strong as it used to be. She is older in age, but still, though, it doesn't mean that, you know, she can't, like, lose her memory so easily. But I just wanted to share this emotional photo because, well, after I watched a video called Killer T Cell, I think it's called Killer T Cell Kills a Cancer Cell. I even commented on that video. I should care less if people will skip over my comment, but my great-grandmother, okay, not my grandmother, that's still alive right now for age, she actually has died of colon cancer. And I just have to say, for someone that does have cancer running in their family, it needs to be canceled. Cancer needs to be canceled. The reason I'm saying this is because cancer is the most disrespectful type of, I don't think it's a disease. I consider it a disease that has ever existed because, I mean, besides with COVID, you know, we actually have brain cancer, lung cancer, breast cancer, which is what my grandmother actually has run through. She had to get her breast removed. She's still alive. She's still healthy. And I'm surprised she still is because basically for women that have gone through breast cancer, they wouldn't have a great chance to survive, right? And it's just disgusting of how cancer could take our loved ones away. And I decided to share this after just take a little break from my One Piece reactions because I just want to let everyone know, if you ever lost a loved one, okay, do not feel guilty for, you know, I'm sure you probably have felt guilty that you haven't spent enough time with your grandparents or even your parents that may have died from it. And honestly, it's not your mistake at all whatsoever because I didn't spend much time with my great-grandmother, let alone my grandmother, because with COVID, I am not able to see her. Only my mother and my aunt were able to see her in Tucson before they actually moved, before my grandmother was able to move up here to Phoenix because my aunt actually drove her up here because she cannot really be independent anymore, which is heartbreaking because my grandmother, she was able to drive by herself to go to the store, and she lived in a small trailer, even though it had no air conditioning, so I just can't imagine all the stress that my grandmother has to go through. And the last time I seen her was, I think last Christmas, or no, oh my goodness, I don't remember the last time I saw my grandmother. I think it was 2 Christmas ago, unfortunately. She didn't want to to take a photo or anything. I wanted to because I don't know how long my grandmother would be living, right? But she's a private woman, and I respect that. And also, she is an artist, kind of like I am. She loves to, how can I say this? I don't think it's knitting, but she likes to paint. And if you actually can see here, I like to draw, right? It kind of runs in the family. If you actually can see all this, you know, I am not a vexillophile. There's another word for it. I am into vexillology, a person that's interested in country flags. And, you know, I actually can relate to my grandmother when it comes to loving art, so to speak. So it kind of runs in their family. Plus, if you can tell, my great-grandmother, she actually is part, I might as well just reveal part of my ethnicity. She is part Chinese. My mom doesn't know how much, though, but we also have Native American in our family. And if I actually could find a photo of myself when I was little, I suppose, you could definitely tell only Native Americans can understand that, you know, we actually, if I can actually find a picture, and I just had to share it with my grandmother. So, you know, I just wanted to just to let y'all know that cancer needs to be canceled, and it's fucking cancer, pun intended. So, I don't know where the hell my childhood. There's somewhere in here. I just had to dig them out because it's one of my favorite photos I took when I was young. I might need to put this on pause because, oh dear, I gotta dig through all these darn. Alright, hold on. Yay, I found it. Sorry for the long wait on that. You know, I actually had it on pause. I actually had to share this because for anyone that's not Native American, regardless if you're Navajo, Cherokee, Apache, or the, I think it's called the Ohakam, I don't know that much about tribes, along with, Blackfoot as well. The thing is that when I was little, we actually had these Native American type of pillows, right? Because that was supposed to be our old couch, along with this little sheet. You know, it could be like a little blanket that we actually had. That's what my mom actually had in our couch growing up because, well, it is basically part of the Native American tradition, I suppose. Even though we don't have much, well, at least for me, Navajo descent. But on my father's side, he's more Navajo than I am. That actually makes sense. So, yeah, I look much more pale back then. My goodness. And I apologize for the lighting. I gotta make another video of this, maybe in the future with the flash on. But that's me when I was younger, so to speak. You know, it's kind of weird how I look like I had a mustache. But I was only like, I think 3. I don't know. That doesn't have a date on it, unfortunately. So, this one, though, is when I was 9. So, you could definitely tell I look much older on here. But I just had to share this because, honestly, I like to bring back some nostalgia for once on this channel, especially after I talk about, like, Frankie's childhood. That's part of my childhood. And, you know, it's horrible that cancer even fucking exists. Part of our language because, like, it's hard to lose someone that actually passed away. It is. And, you know, you gotta live with that for, like, the rest of your life until you pass into your next life, and it's hard, especially after one of my Siberian Husky died. It was really, really difficult because I gotta live with that, and I apologize with the hair because my hair grows fast. It does. Ugh. And I gotta clean up my face again later too. So pardon me that I look much older. That's what stress does to you. I look much younger in person. It's just, you know, the lighting. But I just wanted to share this because, oh, a home won't get copyrighted in the background because of The Simpsons. You know, I just wanted this to share a little bit more about myself on this channel, and I'll continue doing, like, the One Piece reactions. If you're new here, my name is Dion, and I like dogs, I like animes, like One Piece, and I just had to share a little crucial memory, so to speak. I may go out again tonight, I don't know, because it's still early, it's only 7:30, depending on my mood, but other than that, you know, I do still miss my great-grandmother before she passed, and I just hope my grandmother, can still, well, her name is Diana, by the way. I just hope that she can still live as long as she can. I'm just glad that she outlived, it sounds awful when I say that. She lived much longer than a lot of people. Like, it's hard, I mean, to live, like, past your mid-70s. Like, that's like the average lifespan of a human, right? At least average. So that's pretty good. It is, honestly, because a lot of people don't die at 60. I can't imagine that. And my mom's using her mid-50s. I'm going to be in my late 20s. So, Yeah, I mean, at least my mom is still young. She's not 60, but I don't know. I worry about age too much. I'm guessing because I lost a lot in my life, and I don't know. I lost a lot. I have. So that's why I want to share a little bit something about myself. But other than that, this is basically my great-grandmother and my great-stepfather. I wish we actually had the year on in the back, but this is the only photo that I actually have with her and him, of course. Or at least with these two. Before she passed, well, my mom told me when I got back home from school, I forgot to share this, by the way, I think in either the first or second grade, I don't remember, when I got back home, because we lived like in an old, like, small, like, white house with the orange tree, because our house actually had termites. It was a small house, but it was only me. Oh, actually, it was both my brothers. Yeah, I just barely noticed that, I think, unless he moved out by himself. I don't remember. The thing is that my mom told me that she passed away, right? And my eyes was blowing out because I was upset because, like, she died because, well, cancer defeated her, and you know, it's hard. It's really, really hard. So I decided to share this because cancer needs to be canceled, and it's the worst. I'm probably not gonna bother using a thumbnail. I may choose one, but for now I'm just gonna leave whatever thumbnail that I'm using for this because, well, you know, this is like an important topic overall, that it is hard to lose someone with cancer. It is, honestly. She had colon cancer. Her grandmother had breast cancer. She had to get her breast removed, and those are the only two members of my family that actually is diagnosed with any type of cancer. I know it does run in our family. We just don't know what other cancers we may have. Luckily for me, I don't have any conditions, at least of this age. Maybe in the future, hopefully not, though. And also, part of me for that, a lot of people don't understand that prostate cancer does exist, okay? Like, they're thinking that, okay, only women can get breast cancer, but us men too, you know, it's not as common, right? And also prostate cancer because, well, in the testicles part, you know, that can get infected and that can kill us or something. That's why masturbation is healthy, a little something extra. But I just had to share this because it's hard. It is to lose someone that you love that died of cancer. Even though I was only 7, right? And I'm going to be 27 next month on the 10th of December, aka Human Rights Day. It's still hard. Two decades have passed. You know, she would have passed away a long time ago of old age. But still, though, you know, it's really hard. It is. Because I was kind of close to, well, I was not close to my grandmother, though, but my great-grandmother, I guess you could say somewhat, even though I've only seen her a couple times in my life. But yeah. And I remember seeing it on her lap, because I was 5, okay? I think that's the last time I've seen her, and then a couple years later, my mom told me what happened when we moved. When I got back home, you know, from kindergarten, my grandmother was there. Man, I still remember, like, my grandmother was full of hair, and, you know, she was wearing glasses, and she was in good shape, because she was my mom's age at the time. You know, like, she looked really young, of course. I remember having us having a flat screen TV in the side of the house, and Oprah Winfrey was being played in the background. Yes, I'm that old. I am. So, okay, I need to cut this off. Because trust me, once I start to show emotions, I kind of get a little bit, not violent, of course not, like, expressive, so to speak. Because my autism, I tend to keep it on the down low. So, yeah, I just hope that this kind of helped. And for the ones that lost your loved ones to cancer, I just hope that you do your best to hang in there. And, you know, it's hard. It's really hard. I know, because, well, both of them had two different types of cancer, so I can relate. And, Dion, it's hard to express your emotions. And, you know, I don't know. I just want to share this for anyone that might be watching this and may be helpful, because I know my channel's still brand new, but at least at this date, I just want to share this because it's... I'm gonna say this once more. Cancer needs to be canceled.